guys is almost done training the dress room. Train all of those baby chickens poop when they were in our house.
Now what you about to do?
Now I'm about to collect eggs with this back stick.
Okay, come on. There's a bunch of eggs. You're gonna check in there first. Oh yeah, there's one egg right here on this side by the Polish chicken. There's an egg on the outside. That looks like a duck egg. What'd you say?
This one has a trauma-tested chicken.
Has a straw?
A straw.
A what?
Like a cut on it.
A cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be broken.
Okay. Today is fake spring. It is about, I think it's supposed to be 79 today. Something really, really hot. We are inside the hoop house. I'm going to be fertilizing with this cow magnesium. It has iron and micronutrients, but it has a 2 in the nitrogen. It doesn't have phosphorus or potassium in it. Let's see. And I'm gonna be fertilizing my seedlings in here because I have, oh, I haven't looked in. Ooh, shadow scared me. Ooh. This purple tomatillo is really big. Need to water this tray. There's a creeping thyme. There's some hyssop that sprouted. I have some more tomatillos. Ugh. But I need to fertilize in here because under here is all of the peppers and tomatoes. I need to also check and make sure. I'm gonna sit you right here. I cannot sit this up while I am not in here, or else Shadow will get in here and step on all my plants and lose tags, which is why I keep it closed. But it's really, really hot today. So I'm trying to open it so that I can, like, these plants need some water. These peppers right here. I have a bunch of tomatoes. Those need water. And then I'm gonna need to start separating. These need water. We did water yesterday, but since it's so hot in here, this tomato or this pepper, Santa Fe Grande, did not make it. But all the other ones that I've potted up still seem to be doing well. Look at Shadow. She just wants to jump on my plants. Go away. Look, I can see she's already messed with some here. These are a tray of zinnias. This is marigolds. So I just mixed it inside here. These do not, I don't have a tray to bottom water these, and so I'm just gonna pour some of this. So I went ahead and separated. In the first bed is all of my peppers, and in this bed I have my tomatoes, my marigolds and zinnias, zinnias and basil, and my tomatoes. But I haven't started separating my tomatoes. I actually, to up pot those peppers, I was doing it a little lazily. I used just straight peat moss, and peat moss does not have any nutrients for those plants to grow, and so that's why I'm using that cow magnesium for all of my plants, to give them some nitrogen and then some micronutrients like it said it has inside of it, like the calcium, magnesium, the nitrogen. What else it has in there? Copper, boron, iron. I'll just turn you around and show you. And I actually got this. I actually got that for my garlic out inside of the garden when I transplanted them, because they were a little close together and it looked like they were struggling for nutrients because of being close together. And so that's what I've been fertilizing out in the garden with. But I decided to use that because one, I could use just fish fertilizer, but that just has nitrogen, where this has all of the micronutrients, where peat moss has none. So I need to start uppotting my tomatoes. You can see I need to start separating. Whew. I need to start separating them because they have a lot of them have their first true leaves. Some of them have just started germinating on these other ones, but this tray definitely needs to start being separated. If you happen to be local to me and you need some tomatoes, definitely hit me up. But I mean some peppers or tomatoes, because I do not need over 200 pepper plants. These are the biggest ones because I started them first, but you can see that they're starting to get eaten up by something. Ugh. But they're doing really, really well. And then the shorter ones are the ones that I started a month after I started these bigger ones, so that's why they look smaller. It's actually a little while later. I went to the store and got a bag of garden soil. I got garden soil because I already have peat moss, and I'm going to be able to mix this garden soil with the peat moss. And my thinking is garden soil is usually thicker than, say, potting soil, but but since I had a bunch of peat moss, I figured I can mix this garden soil with the peat moss and also make this stretch a little better. So I did try my best to get it mixed in. You can see where some of it is brown and some of it's black. But now I'm going to use this to, I bought these raspberries. So these are the 6 raspberries I bought like maybe a month ago, and they've all sprouted except for that one. But then I bought 3 more because I saw how good these were doing. These are thornless varieties that I just got from Tractor Supply, and I'm gonna up pot these 3 as well. So now that I have some of these containers filled, I'm gonna go ahead and start separating some of these tomatoes that are big enough. And what I like to do at the beginning is find the ones that have exactly 4 or 8 so that I don't have to make a new tag. So this is a Defiant tomato and it has exactly 4, so that I could put just 1 tag here and I know that the 4 going back is that same variety. Or if it has 8, then I could put the 1 tag here and know that the next 2 rows. Some of the ones that have 5 or 6, I'm not going to worry about them right now unless I have get to like some of the rest of them and I start running out to be able to fill up this tray. Then in that case, then I will go ahead and find a marker and write a new label. But I'm just squeezing it from the bottom and can't do this one hand, but because this one's already coming out, and I can just put that inside there.
I did 3 by 3 and it worked.
backfill it up, and this will stay in its home until it's ready to go out. I'm gonna backfill to the top. That came out whole, so then I could take this whole corner, and I did do a hole but not very deep. And there it goes. So this is what I talked about. All of these tomatoes right here, the Defiant, the Roma, the Giant Crimson, Black Beauty, Big Rainbow, Quadro, Black Crim, and Red Pride all had 4 germinated, so I could just put 1 tag. And they're looking a little droopy right now because the soil was dry when I broke it apart, but I uppotted them and watered them in, and we'll check back on them tomorrow. I'm going to leave them right here because it's not supposed to get anywhere below freezing. It's going to be, as our lows overnight, in the 50s. Right now it's, today got up to 80 degrees. And then I still have this whole tray to up pot, as well as these, but these started just germinated. These have been germinated for a while because you can see they've gotten their true leaves. So I'll finish these when I have time. I will say this growing season, I feel a lot more organized, and I've realized that I've used a lot more of my trays than I did previous years, because previously I just fly by the seat of my pants, but I realized in the last 2 seasons growing here that if I actually want to do something productive, I actually have to organize and be productive and actually follow a plan, even though I don't like to. And it's actually worked out with me making my, I was about to say meal plan, my garden plan by 12 weeks, 10 weeks, 8 weeks, and 6 weeks, and then planting it out and not detouring, doing a detour. What am I trying to say? Taking the detour from what I had planned. And so I stuck to it, and it's actually working really, really good. So I'm gonna come out of this hoop house now because it's really, really hot. I'm starting to sweat. The sun is going down, but now it's time to do other projects. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.